The rise and fall of Kato. In a small dusty village on the outskirts of Nairobi, there lived a young man named Kato. He was born into deep poverty. His mother sold vegetables by the roadside, and his father had passed away when he was still young. Kato hated being poor. Every day, as he watched rich businessmen drive past in shiny cars, he would whisper to himself, "One day, I will be rich. No matter what it takes." The beginning of tricks. Kato was clever, very clever. But instead of using his intelligence honestly, he chose shortcuts. He began with small lies. He convinced villagers to give him money for a big farming project that never existed. He forged documents and pretended to own land that wasn't his. He manipulated friends, promising high returns if they invested with him. At first, it worked. Money started flowing in. He moved from a small mud house into a big mansion in the city. He bought expensive suits, flashy cars, and surrounded himself with people who praised him. People called him Boss Kato. But deep down, Kato knew the truth: his wealth was built on lies, fame and suspicion. As his riches grew, so did whispers. How did he become rich so fast? Wasn't he poor just a few years ago? Some of the investors started asking questions when their promised profits never came. A few brave ones began digging into his business records. The truth slowly came to light. The land papers were fake. The farming project was a scam. The investments were lies. The fall. Authorities froze his bank accounts. Investors demanded their money back. Court cases followed. Properties were seized one by one. The mansion taken. The cars auctioned. The bank accounts emptied. Friends who once surrounded him disappeared overnight. Kato stood alone. In just months, he was back where he started, with nothing. The realization. One evening, sitting outside a small rented room, Kato watched the sunset and finally understood. "I was never truly rich," he said softly. "I only borrowed wealth from lies." He realized something important: wealth gained wrongly never lasts. It carries a curse of exposure. This time, instead of planning another trick, Kato chose a different path. He started small, working honestly at a construction site. It was hard. The pay was small. But for the first time in his life, he slept peacefully.